Hi everyone, it's Jihan. Today I'm going to talk about some sample problems for homework 3. So those two problems are the same problem setting, so I just put them together. Let's look at the problems. A machine produces metal pieces that are cylindrical in shape, and a sample of pieces is taken and the diameters are found to be those numbers. Find a 99% confidence interval for the mean diameter of the pieces from this machine. So in this problem, we want to find the confidence interval for mu, but we do not know the sigma square. We only given some samples. So we have 9 samples here, n equals to 9, and we're gonna need to know the sample mean and sample standard deviation. So for this problem, we're gonna need the Excel for the calculation. I have already input those numbers here. So for the average, and we're gonna need the standard deviation. Here the S is for sample and the P is for population. We're gonna need the sample here. So we found the number x bar equals to 1.0056, s equals to 0.0246. So from the lecture notes, we can know x bar divided minus t up over 2 n minus 1 times s divided by square root n. That's a mu less than x bar plus t up over 2n minus 1 times s divided by square root n. So this is the confidence interval for this problem. So this is the lower bound, this is the upper bound. Now we only need to put the values into this place. So 1.0056 minus t. So here, the 99% is 1 minus alpha, so the alpha is 0.01. So alpha over 2 is 0.005. Then n is 9, so we will need 8 here, times 0.0246 divided by square root 9. 1.056 plus t 0.05 0.0246 9. So we will need the t distribution to get this value. T distribution 0.05 for 8. So it should be 3.355. 3.355. So I will skip the calculation part. The answer for this problem is 978 is to 0.33. So that's the result. And for the second problem, construct a 99% confidence interval for sigma square. So this is the confidence interval for variance. From the lecture notes, we can know the problem setting is chi-square 1 minus alpha over 2 and minus 1 is x square is chi-square alpha over 2 and minus 1. So for this is same with n minus 1 s square chi square alpha over 2 n minus 1 less than sigma square less than n minus 1 times s divided by chi square 1 minus alpha over 2 n minus 1. So we already have the s n, and we gonna need the chi square value. So here the alpha is 0.01, so it's 0.005, and it's 8. This one is 0.1 minus, so it's 0.9958. So let's look at those values. So for chi square here, 0.995 for 8 is 1.344. So this is 1.344. And for this, here, this value is this for 8? 21,955. 21,955. So the confidence interval for sigma square is 8 times 0.026 square divided by 21.955. Then it's 8 times 0.0246 square divided by 1.344. So this is the result for this problem. Let's give the calculation part. So let's look at the second problem. A taxi company is trying to decide whether to purchase brand A or brand B tires for its fleet of taxis. To estimate the differences in the two brands, an experiment is conducted using 12 of each brand. The tires are run until they wore out. The results are here. Here we can have the mean, the standard deviation for samples. So what we want is compute a 95% confidence interval for mu A minus mu B, assuming the population to be approximately normally distributed. You may not assume that the variance are equal. So here is a problem for difference between two means. So in that case, we're gonna need the lecture notes here for this. So there's 4 cases here. And for this kind of problem, the important thing we need to do first is to distinguish which cases our problem setting is. So first we need to make sure, is this a paired problem? Obviously, the two tires is not compared one by one, so it's not paired. So is sigma 1, sigma 2 square known? They are not known. And as a given, the variance doesn't equal. So for this case, we can know it's a case 3 problem here. So the variance are unknown, and sigma 1 square doesn't equal to sigma 2 square. So here we can directly use this formula to get our confidence interval. So x1 minus x2 plus minus t alpha over 2 v degree of freedom square root s1 square n1 plus s2 square n2 is mu1 minus mu2, x1 bar minus x2 bar plus t alpha over 2v square root s1 square n1 plus s2 square n2. So that is the interval we want. The x1, x2 bar are given, and so is the S1 square and S2 square. So N1 and N2 are both 12. Here, the only thing we don't know is the degree of freedom V, and we're gonna need to find the V through this formula. So V equals to S1 N1 plus S2 square divided by N2 this square divided by S1 square N1 square divided by N1 minus 1 plus S2 square N2 square divided by N2 minus 1. So all those numbers are given, so I will skip the calculation part. So for the V, the result is 21.18, so it's approximately 21. So given those numbers are given. Those numbers are known, and the alpha is known, the V is known, those are all known. So you can get the confidence interval. I will skip the calculation part, because I think you all know how to do that. The confidence interval for this problem is -6536 2936. So because this confidence interval contains 0, so we cannot tell whether brand A or brand B, which one is better for this problem. Then let's look at the third problem. Fortune magazines reported to the total returns to investors for the 10 years prior to 1996 and also for 1996 for 431 companies. The total returns for 10 of the companies are listed below. Find the 95% confidence interval for the mean change. So in this problem, it's obviously a paired problem because each company has their own total returns to investors through the years. So it's a case 4 problem. So to solve the case 4 problem, we need to find the D here. And the D is the difference between those two values. We need to use Excel to do the calculation. So this is equal to D1 minus C1. And for the D, we need to get the average. Right. And we also need to, let's see, we will need to know the standard deviation. Is standard deviation samples. So we get the D bar equals to 0.1489 and FD equals to 0.3049 here. So from the formula, D minus T alpha over 2V, D minus T alpha over 2V times SD divided by square root N less than D bar plus T alpha over 2V times SD divided by square root N. So here is 0.1489 and minus T, what we want is 95% with 0.025. The V is 10 minus 1 is 9. Here is 0.3049 divided by 10. So D less than 0.1489 plus T 0.025 9.3049 square root 10. So from this formula we can get the answer like minus 0.0692 0.3670. That's all for today.